Yo, what's up? This is Jon Belcher, aka Jada's Creek. You already know what it is. In this video, we're gonna be talking about marketing plan for music artists, a key marketing plan for music artists and entrepreneurs alike. The same framework of how you build an online business is how you can go about building yourself a loyal fan base as a musician. I'm talking to y'all rappers, singers, it don't really matter, beat makers, producers, all y'all people out there who got a love for music. This information is gonna help you to take your game to the next level. You already know, leaving your phone, my single is out right now on all platforms. Make sure to go stream that. You know what I mean? Let's get right into it though. So, as you know, the mainstream artists, they got a big machine behind them. If you're signed to a major record deal, a major record label, more than likely you have the big machine behind you with the big connections and big relationships that'll help you to get on the biggest platforms so that your music is exposed more than anybody else's. But just because you're a mainstream artist, it doesn't mean that you get the same amount of attention or the same kind of marketing as other mainstream artists. You feel me? Because there's certain mainstream artists who are bigger than other mainstream artists. I think we could all agree on that. But you can clearly see that as an independent artist, it's gonna be harder to make it to the top, because the likelihood of an independent artist going mainstream, getting signed to a major record deal is not very likely. Let's just put it that way. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. You could become mainstream, but it's not very likely. Not many people that we know are mainstream artists that we know on a personal level. The only person I know in my life is my sister who did it, but really and truly, to get into that mainstream clique, into that mainstream crowd where you're promoted on the radio and you're promoted on TV and stuff like that, it's not very likely. So we got to figure out how to do things around that. We got to figure out how to build our own loyal fan base so that it doesn't even matter if we're mainstream or not. We got to make it so that it doesn't even matter if we're mainstream or not. Where it don't matter if we mainstream or not. You could still make it. You don't got to be mainstream. You could still make it as a musician. You don't got to be mainstream. 300 to freedom, baby. Make sure to give me a thumbs up, like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you like the way this video is starting off, make sure to share this video with 5 people you know. You already know this is Jada's Creek. I'm coming to you straight up. I'm coming to you real. So we know the likelihood of becoming a mainstream artist is not very likely. So we got to find ways to work around that. One of the key things that I feel like the music industry should do, one of the key things that I'm kind of upset about that doesn't really make sense to me, there's so much talent in the underground rap scene. There's so many talented artists out there, right? What I could never understand is, why isn't there a mainstream radio station in every city, right? Like New York, Los Angeles, Miami, you know, all the big cities, even other countries. Whatever your main city is, why isn't there a radio station where only underground artists are being played on that radio station? Only non-mainstream artists are being played on that radio station. Why don't they have that? Think about it. Why wouldn't they have at least one radio station where undiscovered talent can have their songs being played on the radio? And then let the people listen to these underground artists. They should have it where people can listen to these underground artists. The masses can listen to these underground artists, and they can request the songs that they really like. And if your song gets requested enough, they move your song from the underground artist radio station, and they move it to the mainstream artist radio station because you've earned your spot. But they don't do that. Why the fuck they don't do that? Why wouldn't they want to do that? It's because they want to keep all the shine for themselves. The labels want to monopolize the market. They want to monopolize the market and make it so that the only way you could see the light of day, right? The only way you could see the light of day is by signing with them. They don't want you to make money if you don't sign with them. They don't want you to prosper as an independent artist. They don't want you to become big and famous without going through their channels and going through their relationships. So they want to monopolize the music industry. That's what these record labels want to do. They want to monopolize the music industry, and that's why they make it so hard. It doesn't mean it's impossible to make it, but the only way to make it is to build yourself a loyal fan base on the internet. You can still reach out to people in your community. You can still show up to the radio stations, I should say to the record label buildings if you want. You can still do all of that offline stuff. But one of the fastest ways you're going to be able to generate yourself a loyal fan base is by learning certain strategies of how to market online and how to build your own fan base online. So what's the marketing plan for artists and entrepreneurs, right? This information that I share isn't just helpful to musicians. I've been sharing information to help entrepreneurs for years. I've been doing that for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And if you have ears, then you can hear me. You can hear what I'm saying and the message that I've been talking about for over the years, if you have ears. So, I just think there should be a radio station where at least the masses can get a chance to hear underground artists and decide what songs they like. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. The second thing is, if we want to get to a level where we're shining on a level just as high as a mainstream artist or even outshining mainstream artists, we got to stop idolizing them. We got to stop putting them on a pedestal and understand that they're people just like you and I. These musicians, they're talented. Yeah, sure, they got a gift. They got a gift just like you and I. But what's making it where they seem larger than life? All that is the fact that they're signed to a major record deal. They're signed to a major record label. So the record label is providing this big machine that's constantly promoting, constantly marketing this person, marketing for them, where they don't have to do much work as far as the marketing goes. They got ties with the radio stations. They got ties with the people who own the blogs. They got ties with the people who run the big venues, the Barclays Centers, the Madison Square Gardens. I don't know what big arena is in your city, but I'm sure a major record label has ties with those venues to get their top artists to be able to sell out shows at those venues. So the way we're going to work around that as independent artists is we got to learn the online game. We got to learn how to collect information from our loyal fans, from the people who fuck with our music, from the people who fuck with what we talking about, from the people who like our brand. We got to collect information from those people, and then we got to continue to serve those people. We got to continue to give those people great music. We got to continue to give those people value. That's what we got to do. So that's really the marketing plan. The marketing plan is to basically just create a real connection in a real community with the people who like what you're talking about and who like your music. But I would recommend that your music is good. It'll be easier if you actually have good music. If your music is actually good, it'll be fucking easier to build yourself a loyal fan base. It can be done. Hold on one second. Just got a text message on. But yeah, it can be done. It can be done. 300 to freedom, baby. 300 to freedom. We ain't holding nothing back. We keeping it real, right? So we got to stop having mainstream artists on this pedestal like we can't reach it. Because as long as we continue to have them on this pedestal, we will never reach their level. But you can still sell out. So you can still sell out shows as an independent musician. Once you got the numbers, once you got the people who are supporting you in your music, that's it. That's all you need. From there, you can have your manager, or you can have, even if you have a team, or even yourself, you could contact your own venues and you can say, look, I'm an artist. This is my name. This is what I do. You could check out my following online. I could bring 500 people. I could bring 1,000 people to your venue. I could have 1,000 people come to your venue, and you already know you're going to make a lot of money selling drinks at the bar. You already know you're going to make a lot of money selling tickets at the door. This is how you got to talk to the venues. Once you have the numbers, you could talk directly to them because they don't care. All they care about is if you could bring the people to their establishment to make them money. And then from there, after that, what you can do is you can negotiate with that venue how much money they're supposed to pay you. You get the breakdown before you go there. You know, once they say yes, they're fine with you coming and bringing this crowd of people, then you talk about how much money they're gonna pay you to be there. You'll be surprised what they'll be willing to pay you because you're good for it. And you can build the numbers online. You don't have to be a mainstream artist, but you have to do it in a strategic way. You have to do it in a strategic way. Leaving Your Phone is out now, baby. Leaving Your Phone, that Leaving Your Phone single is out now. Make sure to go check that out. Drop a comment below. Let me know how you feel about what I'm talking about in this video. Share this video with 5 people you know. You feel me? Because I'm telling you, these are the gems right here. Like, you don't have to be signed to a major record label to get recognition. And you could have your own loyal fan base, and you could still go outside and walk down the block. You could still go to places and not have people fucking, you know, hounding you down and running you down, damn near about to attack you because you're super famous. Now, I mean, yeah, because you're super famous, but you could have like low-key fame where you have your community of people, they know who you are, your loyal fans, they know who you are and they love you, and you could still live a normal life. Now, once you become a mainstream artist and you're on the radio every day and you're pushed by this big machine, now you're not so able to live a normal life no more. You're not so able to live a normal life no more. Now you need bodyguards. Now you got to pay more people for protection. You know, there's certain things that come with that you may or may not want. You may or may not want that. But if you do want that, then yeah, you're going to have to take that path of finding a way how to get signed to a major record label. And then you still got to have good music, because you can't have longevity in the game of music without having good music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be able to have a hit, but if you really want to survive, you got to be able to continue to make more hits and make more hits and make more hits and make more hits, because that's what it's really about. If you want to survive, you got to make a hit, but you got to show that you can do it over and over and over and over and over again. That's how you prove that you're great. That's how you prove that you really have a gift, is when you can make a hit song and continue to make that hit song over and over again. So that's the marketing plan. The marketing plan is learn how to build yourself a loyal fan base and how to connect with that loyal fan base. You know what I'm saying? In the 300 to Freedom Academy program, that training program, we even got a training where we teaching you how to rap. If you don't know how to rap, if you don't know how to put words together, if you don't know how to put lines together, if you don't know how to flow and you want to get your bars up, we even have a training in there where we teaching you literally how to rap. Literally how to rap. If you want to learn how to rap and how to become more skilled in that area of putting together songs. You know what I mean? Because that's important. The product is important. If you have a whack ass product and you don't have a decent sized vocabulary base, then you're gonna run out of ideas when it comes to making songs. I don't run out of ideas, baby. I don't run out of ideas. I don't run out of flows. I don't run out of topics to talk about. It's a constant stream. It's a constant stream. Constant stream of material, constant stream of music, a constant stream of videos, a constant stream. That's what you want. You know, 300 to Freedom, baby. We going to the top. I'm telling you, we going to the top. Whoever's running with me, I'm gonna be telling you all the truth. I'm gonna tell you the gems. I'm gonna tell you the real shit. Not that BS that, you know, a lot of them gurus out there try to tell you because they want everything to sound easy. They want everything to sound like you're gonna be rich overnight. That's how a lot of gurus talk. They want everything to sound like everything is positive and there's no downside to nothing. Nah, there's pros and cons to everything. But there's definitely more pros to becoming successful as an independent artist, in my opinion, as opposed to becoming a mainstream artist. Financially, there's more of a pro. Lifestyle wise, there's more of a pro. You get to keep some sort of privacy. You feel me? The third thing is also you have ownership of your music. You have ownership of your creations. This is important stuff. You have ownership. You have your masters. This stuff is important. You know what I'm saying? Because in the long run, it may not be important to you today if you're not really getting if you don't really have a lot of listeners. But the more and more listeners you get, the more fans you get, the more you realize the importance of owning your own masters, owning your own work, because you're going to realize that the more money you make, the more money the major record label is taking from you. That's how it normally works, you know? So they in it to make money. That's why they exclude you. That's why they make it so hard for you to make it as an independent artist, because they don't want you to make it on your own. That's not what they're in the business of. They want to have their hands in your motherfucking pockets. They want to have their hands digging in your motherfucking pockets. That's what they want to do. Let's just call a spade a spade. This is why the big machine is willing to promote these mainstream artists and make them famous. It's because they have their fucking hands in their pockets. You think they would be doing that shit? They would be willing to have them be connected to the most listened to radio stations if they didn't have that? No, they wouldn't be doing that. Let's be real. But you could create your own economy. You could create your own loyal fan base that's willing to see you in your local city. And that will be enough. That might be enough for you to live off of. That might be enough for you to buy yourself a house. It might be enough for you to buy yourself a car, depending on the amount of people you can build. All it is a numbers game. That's all it fucking is. If nobody knows you exist, then how you gonna sell something if nobody know you exist? How you gonna have listeners come to your music if nobody know you exist? Leaving your phone is out now, baby. Nurses and doctors is out now, baby. You know, so I'm here to tell you firsthand, you have what it takes. I know you can win. It's just a matter of realizing your power and realizing the steps, the process of what it takes to build your fans every single day. Build up your fans, build up those connections every single day, while still getting better at your craft. Like, as long as you're doing those two things, eventually you're gonna make it somewhere. You have to. If you continue to build your fans and you continue to get better with your music and get better at branding yourself, you have to improve. There's no way you could stay in the same position if you continuously improve every single day as an artist or as an entrepreneur. If you continue to improve every day, how can you fail? How can you fail? How can you fail? You can't fail. So if you're an artist, and like I've been saying, my ebook is doing great right now. It's a free ebook where I'm giving you some game. There's like 12 strategies, 12 steps in the ebook where I'm telling you how to build your loyal fan base, what you gotta do, how it works. If you want access to that ebook, all you gotta do is hit me up and say, I want the ebook. Contact me. That's all you gotta do. All the links, if you want to get connected with me, is in the description below. All the links is in the description below if you want to get connected with me. So the solution is, I'm still creating a solution, but you know, I wish there was a radio station where underground artists could get shine. So maybe what we may have to do is we may have to create our own website and our own radio station, online radio station, and promote that bitch. Promote that bitch. We all cumulatively promote it and make that website bigger and bigger and bigger. And whatever artist is on that website, they get to be heard. You know what I mean? We may have to do that ourselves and say, fuck the labels, you know, fuck the radio stations. We can't wait on these people because they're not really gonna look out for us. You feel me? So if you want to get connected with me, all the links is in the description below. If you want the ebook, all you got to do is hit me up. Like I said, my Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff is in the description below. And if you want to get into the 300 to Freedom Academy, same thing. All you got to do is hit me up. I'm telling you, that shit is going to take your game to a whole new level. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is the key. Once you have knowledge, there's really nothing you can't do, because when you apply that knowledge, your life has to change. You can't improve every single day and your life doesn't change. It's impossible. It's not how it works. Scientifically speaking, there's no way you can improve every day and your life stays the same. But, you know what I mean? Like This is it. This is what I want to tell you. So that's the plan. The plan is to build it day by day. If you're a musician, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a producer, singer, rapper, band member, it doesn't matter. If you building your shit day by day and you know what you're doing and you know the steps you got to take to build continuously, before you know it, you'll have yourself 100 loyal fans, 500 loyal fans, 1,000 loyal fans, 2,000 loyal fans, 4,000 loyal fans, 10,000 loyal fans. Next thing you know, you going on tour, you selling shows. Next thing you know, you dropping merchandise, you selling merchandise. So not only are you selling music, but also you start selling merchandise and you start really becoming a brand and start branding yourself. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. You feel me? So without any further ado, 300 to freedom, baby. We going to the top. We getting rich. When they don't allow you to get through the door, sometimes you got to build yourself your own door. When they don't allow you to get the key to get through the door, sometimes you got to build yourself your own door. Peace.